Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and in today's little dev update, the very first of the Cyclist tactics, we are going to talk about two main things, and that is the demo version and what's going to be in it, as well as just seeing where the game is at the moment and what we are working on. So let me take you through. So demo release is scheduled to be as part of the Steam Game Festival, February 2021. And that would mean that we are releasing a demo on the 3rd of February. So that's very soon, very scary. But at that point, it's pretty nice actually. This game has been in development for exactly 2 years. We started development, proper development, very early Feb, very late January in 2019, where the world was still seemingly in order. Well, that changed. That escalated quickly, didn't it? So, yes, what is going to be in this demo? And while I'm talking about that, I also let you know what we are currently working on. Massive to-do list, as always, and we are prioritizing such that things are ready for the demo. But, of course, this is the full version I'm in right now, so it is not content limited. Career mode is working. It's still missing a few parts of the UI and stuff, but you can play through several seasons in a row if you want to. Well, not you, but we, the devs, or the testers who sneakily venture into career mode. Fortunately, we have just now put in a game-halting bug that is very easy to fix though. But yeah, so we are going into single race mode because that is going to be the main focus of the demo. Apart from the tutorials. Yes, so tutorials will all be available in the demo. And that is still something that we have to put a lot more work into. Currently, let me show you. I showed already some of them. Oh, yeah, that is something that Matt just recently put in. Did you see how smooth that camera was? Like, that janky movement from the trailer is no more. This is just the very first implementation of the camera, so it is not timed perfectly yet. It's very smooth and working, but it's not timed perfectly yet. So let me show you. So he wants us to do a move with, look at that. Oh, yes, this is how it's supposed to be. Scrolling to the point where you start out and then going forwards. So yeah, you've seen the tutorial in the in my gameplay video already. But yes, all the tutorials will be in there for you to play. And I think that will give a few people... Ooh, that's a bit of a bug. I see right there. The nodes not drawing in with correct spacing. Very interesting to note, yes. Okay, take note, Kirob, take note. And we are recovering, and that should kick us off the demo. Anyway, so all of these tutorials are going to be playable, and that means that you will get a good grasp of the basics of the game. And I hope people are going to play them, because they are extremely informative. And one thing we are currently struggling with is how to get people to actually read what is on the what is being said. Because when I wrote this, I tried to be concise and very precise. So almost every word in there is quite important. So how the hell do you make people not go like I did just there and like click through shit? Because usually it's just blah blah blah, but in here it's actually very carefully worded rules for how the game works. It's like, yeah, just click that away, and then I come to a task and it's like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, so this will be a challenge. One thing that we're doing or working on that will help with this is that we are going to put in markers. So, for instance, in this one, without using energy, okay, well, then it would point, for instance, towards the energy nodes here. And, well, here you see like a draft of some of that. We have some kind of pop-ins that beyond what he's explaining also point to what things are. These, ignore the actual placement of these, because that's not quite right. But yeah, that's part of what we're going to do. And these can be placed in UI space as well as in world space. So if I'm scrolling around here, there could be a marker stuck on this node, for instance, and maybe tell you more about it, like, oh, this node is very nice to land on because you get the full movement from, it turns into a very German rider all of a sudden. So this, you could explain why this node is good or bad or whatever to land on, right? Very helpful if you, in case you have missed something, let's put it that way. But yes, this is a challenge because there is quite a bit of text. I try to make it concise and stuff, but it's a struggle. It's very good. Like the testers who have played it said, like, it's very, very good when you read it and actually think about it. It's excellent. But yeah, not easy. So that is something that we are working on at the moment. But now let's get back to what is going to be in the demo. So all the tutorials, yes. Career mode, of course, not. And in single race mode, I think what is reasonable to have in a demo is, first of all, we are not going to have the time to implement all these settings, and you're not going to be able to do custom race setup. These are, by the way, working perfectly already. So this is going to be disabled. But what we're going to give you, I think, would make sense, like a big classic, like the Desert Sprint. That is the most prestigious of the most prestigious classic that is a flat race. And I think that will be excellent for trying out sprinting and all that, like building proper sprinter characters. All character customization will be fully unlocked. So you can make whatever team you like. And there are loads of options, of course. So this will be really cool. So you can just go like, yeah, level 12 rider, and I'm going to crush them. Oh, now he's German again. And he wants to start a world war. Okay, yeah, that's typical. Like super time trial man or something. You can play around with that. So, but anyway, let's go back there. So maybe the Desert Classic, Desert Sprint Classic. Then I want to have overall basically the three main archetypes. So a flat stage, and of course it's not just one flat stage. Remember. You can regenerate, and these buttons will be available to you. You can regenerate until you find something that's looking really cool. And like this, for instance. Ooh, that is interesting. Like some of the punches trying to get in a bit of an attack here. This is just one move across the line after the climb. That is it? Oh, it's barely. Yeah, it's just about. But there's a technical section there too, making it a little harder. So they're going to lose 2 points. Yep, that's an interesting one for sure. But yes, then we have the hilly archetype. Whew. Oh, that's almost a mountain stage, isn't it? But yeah, you see that there's plenty of variation in those, and you get all of those stages, of course, in the demo already. So even though if we are going with just 3 archetypes, maybe the Weisshorn challenge, which is a mountain stage. Note that this is shorter in length, so it is kind of dragged out a little. We are going to change the scaling later on so that it's more intuitive, that you see that the stage is actually shorter. But yeah, this is that was a big climb towards the finish. You see that there's plenty of variation in these, and I think having 3 of the classics as archetypes and then 1 tour. Maybe this one, I'm thinking about adding this one as the tour. A 7-stage tour that includes a time trial. And that, I think, is quite interesting. Let's see. Let's go through and just have a look. So, flat stage opening, a few hills in there. A massive time trial with a super technical descent towards the end. Interesting as well. Flat stage, pretty short, nice, yes. And every one of these stages you can just re-roll if you wanted to. Like, you get it exactly how you want. Well, that takes a while because it's so random. But it's within the archetype you can then randomize. So yeah, this is all working. And then, nice kicker there. That is something for the climbers then. So who's going to win this tour? What kind of archetype? Well, that's for you to see. So I think that having 3 classic archetypes, as well as 1 tour archetype, would be a good set of features for a demo. especially considering that it is the that it includes all the tutorials. I think that is worth probably 10 hours worth of gameplay at least, and if you really like it, you could easily spend on just those, you could easily spend 30-40 hours. And I think that is very good value for it being free. I hope that people are going to take the time to get accustomed to it with that. Yeah, that would be lovely, with the tutorials also being available. And of course, what we are also working on at the moment is getting the translations ready for them, for within the demo, of course. Currently, it is already translated. The big bulk of translations is there, but there's still more work to do. There, those tutorial strings we need to add, and yeah, just in general, there are a few strings still missing here and there. But overall, it's looking quite good. And what more are we working on? Well, all kinds of issues with the... Oh, let me show you. I don't have that file in here right now. This is the wrong computer for it, but... let me show you. I'm at home at the moment recording this. Let's just go in here and I can show you what is currently wrong and what we need to fix. So, when you look at the prop placements currently of the scenery, you see that, well, this is the wrong grass. It's the wrong background. Is it the wrong background? No, it's actually the correct background for the lush grass. Cool. We have two different tile sets. They will both be in. Oh, that's a rough start. Starting on a 12% mountain thing. Yeah, 2 movement points for free. Yay, go team. Especially good if you're a flat rider and you have a -2 in mountain. Like, suck it. You get 0 free movement points. From the start, you're just dying. Excellent. Nowhere to hide there. But yeah, what I wanted to point out is that currently the grouping of those little props here isn't quite working yet, so it's difficult to get a very natural view. I've prepared a good set of basic props or canvases already that are being placed in the scene, so that you get a more full-looking racetrack, or rather not the track, hopefully not the track, because trees currently still place on the road sometimes. Not recommended riding there. But yes, it will look a lot prettier then. We also still have to do a lot of work on the edging of the road, as well as some of the general placements of things. And UI-wise, we are getting closer. We now have another mode in here as well, which is going to be very useful for just keeping an eye on what is happening. No, it's not the info mode. By the way, once again, it's a game about having full information, like chess. You have all the information there about all your competitors and your opponents in that case, and you need to make the best decisions possible based on all that. You have everything available to you, and that means you also need to keep a good overview of what is going on. And that's not always easy, especially if UI is missing. And that is also something, of course, we're going to change until the demo. But yeah, enough blabbering, I guess. So overall, it will be 3 classics, 1 tour, and all the tutorials. And considering that they are fully customizable in the sense that you can roll until you like it, there is a lot of content in there. Of course, saving and stuff also already works. You can save after every turn. The game is saved automatically. So you could just, if the game crashes for some reason, well, if you load the game, then it probably will crash again. But then send us the save game. That will be helpful. Yeah. So saving and stuff is already in. We need to make these menus happen still. I need to design the settings menu and things. A few basic things will be in there, not the full set. That would take too much time to all hook in. But yeah, overall looking great. And I'm very much looking forward to getting that out to people. Anyway, I think that is all for the first little dev update for the Cyclist. Hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.